इसलिए हमें अपने स्वमान में स्थित रहना है। ब्राह्मणों का स्वमान क्या है? वो है निमित्त भाव, निर्माण भावना और निर्मल वाणी। सदैव ब्राह्मणों को अपने इस स्वमान की स्मृति में रहेंगे तो सेवा में सफलता और खुशी मिलती रहेगी। आज प्यारे बाबा अपने महावाक्यों के अंतर्गत हम बच्चों से 3 पर काटने की और 1 पर उपकार, जो हम ब्राह्मणों का निजी धर्म और कर्म है, उसकी भी स्मृति दिला रहे हैं कि हमें पर दर्शन, पर चिंतन और पर मत, तीनों पर को काट देना है जो हमारी आत्मा की शक्ति को लीकेज करते हैं। और 1 पर जो ब्राह्मणों का निजी स्वभाव है, वो है परोपकारी बनना। तो परोपकारी बनकर अपने श्रेष्ठ भाग्य को चमकाना है। बाबा ने कहा हम बच्चों को इस ब्राह्मण परिवार में लेन देन का भी ध्यान रखना है। क्या लेना है और क्या देना है? सदैव सबको शुभ भावना, शुभ कामना देनी है और सबसे शुभ भावना, शुभ कामना लेनी है। रोज रात्रि को अपना चार्ट देना। जब इस प्रकार का हम अपनी दैनिक दिनचर्या को इन शिक्षाओं को
just like we remember these elevated versions and we become an embodiment of these versions, then we will be able to fulfill the responsibility of being an ancestor or worthy of worship soul. So Baba just tells us to remember 3 things while doing service. While doing service, we always have good wishes through our mind. And let others experience that humility through your words. And let's use those gentle and constructive words. So let's listen to Baba's Murli. And today's date is 7th June and the revised date is 31st March 2010. Stay in the self-respect of being an ancestor and a worthy of worship soul, and sustain everyone with your mind by giving sakash to the whole tree. Ada is looking at all his souls everywhere worthy of worship souls. So you consider yourselves, don't you? So all of us who are sitting here, do we consider Baba yourselves to be those who give sakash to the whole tree? Do you have the intoxication of being ancestors who give sakash are the branches, twigs and leaves? While we have to visualize as Baba just speaks those versions, and let's open our third eye and see, just as the father Brahma is said to be the great grandfather, so you, his children, his companions, are also master great grandfathers. Souls of the whole tree are attracted to you, ancestor souls. Your ancestor souls, sustain them with your powers. The Father sustained all of your ancestor souls. How did he do that? Father sustain you souls. That is, how did Baba sustain us? With all the powers. What are those powers? The soul's powers. Similarly, in terms of you being the ancestors, you are the ones who sustain them powers. Nowadays, you can see that all souls are unhappy. They are calling out to their own special deities. Come and protect us, give us peace, give us power. O oceans of forgiveness, ancestors, sustain us. Can you, ancestor souls, hear this sound in your ears? So we are the master oceans of forgiveness, and we are the ones who will liberate or remove the sorrow of the world and bestow them with that peace and the power. So do you have the experience of being their ancestors? Look at the whole tree, because all the souls of other religions are branches and twigs of the tree. They too look at you with that vision. You are their ancestors too, the religious souls. All the souls or the founders of the religions, Baba says, we are the ancestors of all souls. So whenever you meet souls of any religion, do you consider them to be the branches or twigs of your own tree? When they meet you, they consider you to belong to them. Those souls have the feeling of you belonging to them, and they should have that feeling. And do you have that? When our searchlight reaches those souls feel the sense of belonging from us. So do you have that much intoxication and feelings of mercy within you? They are crying out in distress, have mercy. So now, according to the time, all of you ancestor souls have to sustain them through your minds with your powers. They need this now. And to the extent that you maintain, Baba says the call of the time is to bestow the world those vibrations of peace and power through the power of the mind. So Baba says, to the extent you maintain the intoxication of being an ancestor, to the extent those souls will be sustained by you. Generally, in the Laukik life too, one is sustained by one's elders. They are the ones who provide and make arrangements for food and drink for one's body and the education, which is one source of income. Just as the Father has sustained all of you children with different powers, in the same way it's your duty to sustain all branches and twigs and leaves of the whole tree. So do you ancestor souls have such enthusiasm? Baba is asking, do you souls have that zeal? Do you have the intoxication that you are also the worthy of worship souls? Look within the whole Brahma. No great soul or the founder of a religion is worshipped with the discipline that in the same way that you souls are worshipped. Your worship is according to the discipline. Doing your arti, that's the Hindi term, and it means the form of worship with lamps on a plate and offering bhog. No one else is worshipped in this way. The way you are remembered and the way your praise is sung is according to the discipline. No one
ड्रामा में आप जैसा और गायक
No one else in the whole drama
किसी
is
का
worshipped or remembered in the same way as you are.
दोनों में ही हम श्रेष्ठ
Baba says we souls are very elevated when it comes to the ones who are being worshipped and whose praise is being sung by the world. So on seeing worthy of worship and ancestor souls, Bab Dada is so pleased. The song is repeatedly being played in the Father's heart that Waha my ancestor souls of the whole tree. What song is being played in Baba's heart? Baba says, Wah my ancestors of the whole tree and the worthy of worship souls, Wah. Nowadays, Bab Dada wishes to see all of you children in the form of your self-respect, of being equal. For that, you children have to keep paying attention to one thing. Bab Dada has seen that although all of you children are making very good efforts, each one of you has to add the one word that is constantly to those efforts. You have to pay attention to this. And Bab Dada is asking you children, of course we are making effort, but Baba says there must be the consistency in those efforts. And you have to pay attention to this. Bab Dada is asking you children, just as Bab Dada sees all of you children in the form of your elevated self-respect, Bab Dada is asking you children, just like Bab Dada sees you in the form of your elevated self-respect. In the same way, do you also consider yourselves to have such an elevated self-respect? Bab Dada saw that even you children now wish to go to your kingdom. You continue to sing the song in your minds. We now have to return home. We now have to return home. We now have to make the return journey. For this, Bab Dada has already told you earlier, keep yourself busy doing one type of service or another all the time. Bab Dada has seen that the interest for the service, the zeal and enthusiasm of service is observed among children. Bab Dada hears very good service news. However, in order for you to make progress at a fast speed, Bab Dada is especially drawing the attention of you children. Don't just serve with the words, because when you are doing service, do 3 types of service at the same time. So what do? So give Sakash with your mind, give the knowledge with your words, and in the deeds, that is in connections and relationships, do such service with your face that also creates an impact in the service that you do at the same time. Do 3 types of service at the same time, because souls now wish there to be some difference in service. That something should change. It shouldn't be the routine one. Baba says there must be some change in the quality of service that you do, that is through the mind, words and actions. So Baba says something should change. Can you do these 3 types of service at the same time? Can you do it? Baba is asking, can you do you check that when you are with your words, service is also taking place through your mind and your deeds? So Baba says all these 3 types of services take place simultaneously. Those who can do 3 types of service at a time, can you raise your hands? If you keep attention, that can happen, but if we don't pay attention, that's not done. So those who feel that they are doing 3 types of service at the same time, raise your hands. You do all 3 types of service. Now attention please. Those who do 3 types of services, you can raise your hands. At the same time, do you do 3 types of services? So if not, you have to, because since everyone's hand not seen raising, so Baba says attention please. Not sometimes. What happens? It's not like Baba sometimes, but always. What happens? You do service, okay, but let there also be contentment within yourselves and with your companions, because the fruit of service is contentment and happiness. Okay, we did service because each of you did service, but as you were told earlier, there is happiness in doing service when you yourself, your companions, and the atmosphere are in the vibration of contentment. You have been told 3 things in particular for success in the service that you do. You must be remembering them. Baba says Baba has told 3 things in particular for service in success in the service that you do. You must be remembering them. Firstly, service means the consciousness of being an instrument. Because respected Dadi Prakashmani Ji, she was an embodiment of this feature. And secondly, pure feelings. Thirdly, pure and sweet words. So Baba says that is intention, pure feelings and nature. When all of these are together in the service that you do, you yourself will then be content, and your companions will be content, and those whom you serve will also continue to move forward. Those who have the consciousness of being an instrument will forge a relationship with the Father. If there isn't the consciousness of being an instrument, they won't come close to Father. So whenever we do service, check whether your intentions, feelings, nature are accurate. Because the method to attain that success in service is that is to remain content and happy. We must have these 3 qualities, that is the consciousness of being an instrument, pure feelings and gentle words. So Bap Dada has seen that the main thing is whenever each one goes to do service, check whether your companions remain content. Success in the service that you do is to receive the fruit of contentment and happiness. As well as this. As well as Bap Dada is giving a signal for one thing. While walking and moving around, while being in the gathering, there is always someone or the other with you. When you are doing service, always look at one another as a soul. You do look at one another as a soul, you practice that too. However, when you look at that soul, do you see that soul in the form of his original sanskars? Or see those mixed sanskars of that soul? So you have passed when it comes to seeing others as souls, but with which sanskars do you see those souls? Do you form connections with those souls with their original sanskars, or do the present sanskars also come in front of you? So the Father says, from today, first of all, see anyone as a soul, but also see the soul in his form of his original sanskars. So all the things that sometimes happen among yourselves will not then happen. At present, you look at the souls, but whatever the present sanskars of each soul are, they also appear to you. Therefore, there is a gap in the perfect stage that should be within one another, and see each soul with its original sanskars, then the obstruction that comes in the gathering will finish. Baba says the soul who is an embodiment of these 7 qualities. So just visualize each soul as the soul who belongs to the Sun Dynasty Kingdom, or the soul who belongs to that original eternal deity religion, and all the obstacles that come in the gathering will be finished. This Brahmin family is an elevated family, and there is a great praise of this family. You will not find this godly family again and again. You only find this godly family once in the whole cycle. Baba says you will not find this godly family frequently. You find this family once in the whole cycle. Throughout the whole cycle, you will not find such a huge family. To know the speciality of this family and to move along with the family is also a very huge subject. Baba says because we have Baba's family is in 140 countries, where we have Baba's flags hosted in these countries. To know the speciality of this family and to move along with this family is also a very big subject. You have been told earlier that the foundation of this knowledge is faith, and there are 4 things in this faith. The Father, the Dada is also included in that. Then the faith in this knowledge. There are the foundation of the knowledge is faith, and Baba says the first one, the Father, the Dada is also included in that. The faith in this knowledge, the faith in the drama, and the faith in the family. Baba says the faith in Baba, faith in knowledge, faith in the drama, and the faith in the family. And you are those whose intellects have faith, so you easily become easy effort makers. Just as you have faith in Baba Dada, so it's also essential to have faith in the family. What do you do when you are packing something? You make it tight on all 4 sides. If you don't make it tight on even one side, it would rattle. In the same way, the Father, this knowledge, within this knowledge, the drama in particular, and the family. If all 4 things aren't strong, then there will be obstacles. You will have to pay attention to overcoming the obstacles. Therefore, recognition of the family, love for the family, understanding one another, these are absolutely essential. Each of you is an ancestor. You are worthy of worship, so you have to put these things into yourself and companions. No matter what you are number-wise. However, the special task of the Brahmin family is to give blessings and to receive blessings. Some children say, others get angry. How would they take blessings? They would not take blessings, they would get angry. Bab Dada says, okay, if because of their sanskars they are giving bad wishes, you wish to give them blessings, but because they are giving bad wishes, if they are giving bad wishes, who is the one who is taking them? It is you or the other person who is taking them. So the ones who are giving will be the first receivers. So they are the ones who are giving, or you are the one who is taking? He's the one who is taking. He's the one who is giving, and you are the one who is taking. So why did you accept their bad wishes? If you look at souls in the form of their original sanskars, you will have mercy. Because that sanskar of getting angry, the soul is completely under the influence of that sanskar. Originally, that soul deserves mercy or forgiveness. And if you keep the original qualities of the soul in front of you, then you will give blessings. Baba says, keep yourself safe. Don't take their bad wishes, because you are the ones who takes. Don't give or take those. Because when we don't give, we ourselves, we don't take. Then when my mind is filled with blessings, I don't curse anyone. So Bab Dada is now giving you homework for today, and until the next time Baba comes, whenever you look at another soul as a soul, don't see the soul in the form of his present sanskars. When you say the soul, you see the soul in the form of his original sanskars. When you form a relationship with that soul, or look at that soul with that vision. So then these obstacles that come, which don't allow your efforts to become intense, will not come. So if you now change your attitude and visions, situations then all finish. In whatever situations you see souls, Bab Dada's already told you earlier, it's also the constant duty of each one of you in the Brahmin family to give good wishes and pure feelings, and to take the same. What's the duty of each of you Brahmin child? Look at souls with those sanskars and move along in that way. Baba says, whatever we give, that gets multiplied and that comes back to us. Baba will tell you one more thing. You were told this earlier too. Sometimes in a gathering, you become attracted to pardarshan, looking at others, thinking about others, that is parchintan, then parmat, following the dictates of others. So Baba says, now cut out these three pars and keep one par, that is par upakar, which means to uplift others. You have to uplift others. You are those who uplift others. The nature of Brahmins is to uplift others. Don't look at others, cut out that par. What's the nature? What's the nature of you Brahmins? That is, the pure nature is to uplift others. To don't look at others, cut out this par, because all of those three cause a huge loss. That is, thinking about others, looking at others, and following the dictates of others. This is why you must constantly remember your self-respect. The self-respect of myself, a Brahmin soul, is to uplift others. In the next season, Bab Dada wishes to see this transformation in each one of you children. Is this possible? Those who have kept that aim of cutting out these three pars and keeping one par, can you raise your hands? Can you promise Baba that Baba, I will become the one who will uplift others for always? So Bab Dada is congratulating you. Continue to draw the attention of one another. Of course, one must do at the same time through our interactions, behaviors, through our actions, we must remind one another. What are you going to do that every night before going to sleep? How do you remind yourself every night before going to sleep, before saying good night to Baba, to Bab Dada? Give Baba your whole chart of whether you did anything good or bad. Give your chart of whatever you did. Empty your intellect and then say good night. Say good night to the Father and then go to sleep in the remembrance of the Father. You will then sleep very well. You mustn't sleep here. First empty yourself, don't keep anything in your intellect. When you give your whole chart to the Father, you will then not need to go to the land of Dharmaraj. Because the Lord becomes pleased with an honest heart. So you have been given homework. Firstly, you can do service while walking and moving around in your form of an ancestor and being worthy of worship. The father saw that daughter Janak, even though her health wasn't good, she gave Sakash with mind to the service in Karachi. Whoever may be instrumental for that, but this one did it practically. Souls received Sakash. They are moving forward with enthusiasm. The souls of Karachi received that searchlight and they are moving forward with enthusiasm. So Bap Dada saw such a practical example, so all of you can also do it. You can enable waves of happiness to reach those who are unhappy and to those who are crying out. Your devotees are calling out to you. When will our deities come and have mercy? You are not able to hear it, but the Father can hear it a lot. Because Mama's month is going on, because for Mama it's always said that Mama always used to keep her hands over her ears and say that Mama could hear the cries of the souls. Those souls who are desperately asking for something. So Baba says, you being the ancestor souls, worthy of worship souls, don't you hear the cries of the world? Because Baba says you are not able to hear, but Baba hears a lot. They are calling out to all of you special deities, because looking at the atmosphere of all the four sides, whichever side you say, there is a lot of upheaval and the disturbance. There is a lot of peacelessness, chaos, tension. So being the ancestors and worthy of worship souls, what's our responsibility? So the situation also demands us to become an embodiment of our form. So Baba says, you don't know, but devotees know. They are calling out, each of you Brahmin souls as devotees. Some of you may be a little slack or clever, you also have devotees. You are sitting among the roots and you also have the part of giving Sakash. Now increase doing service with your mind. The busier you are, the more you will remain free from obstacles. You can do this, can't you? You know how to serve with your mind, don't you? Do you know? Those who know, raise your hands. So Baba says you just do it regularly as a discipline or only sometimes. Of course, we do that service every evening. If you are not doing frequently, then make it. If you are not doing frequently, make it regular. If you are doing it sometimes, then make it regular. If you are doing it a little, then increase it, because the foundation of the whole cycle is the fruit of the service that you do at the present time. When you become worshippers or those who claim the kingdom, the foundation of both is the service that you do at the present time, your stage of the present time, your words of the present time, your relationships and connections of the present time. That's why Bab Dada wants that next time when he comes for the first meeting, you must be thinking, it should increase actually. There must be, that quality must be very good. So Baba says, if you wish to do it now. Because last day's slogan is, we shouldn't postpone, it should be now. So Baba says, you must be thinking, Father has asked, until when will this continue? This means you have to remain ever ready. This is why everyone's result will be taken at the first meeting. The percentage needs to increase from where it is now. In fact, Bab Dada has been saying from the beginning, if you are going to do it, just do it now, not at a later point of time. You sing a lot of songs of sometimes to Bab Dada. You sing many good songs. But Bab Dada doesn't like the songs of sometimes. We have to make it very regular, and we have to always give that searchlight to the world. So have you understood what has to be done? Instant donation brings great charity. So do you understand what you have to do for the next year? Acha. Bab Dada is pleased to see the children everywhere, because Bab Dada doesn't wish to do anything alone by himself without you children. This is why he continues to invoke you children every day. The intense effort maker children, sweet children, lovely children, now let's go. How does Baba address? Baba says, oh effort making children, sweet children, lovely children, let's go. All of you children, so Baba is just invoking us, intense effort makers and sweet children and lovely children. All of you children from everywhere, whether you are sitting personally in front of Bab Dada or wherever you may be sitting, all of you are remembering the Father. So who is the Father remembering? He is remembering all of you children everywhere, because for every child, the Father has the hope, and each child definitely has to become equal to the Father. The Father has the hope in each child, although He knows that you are number-wise and that all of you have to become complete according to your number, don't you? Baba also sees the efforts of each one according to what each one of you is doing. The Father feels a lot of love when you make effort. He feels a lot of love when you should become free from laboring. Become lost in love. The more you become lost in love, the less effort you have to make. And also when Bab Dada asks you to raise your hands for having love for the Father, all of you raise your hands very high. The Father accepts that you have love for him, and majority of you have passed in the subject of love. And when you are caught up in situations, then you forget the Father. Multi-million fold love, remembrance, affection from the heart of Bab Dada to all of you children everywhere. To everyone, to all of you children who are the masters, the Father is giving hundreds of thousands of greetings. Fly and continue to make others fly. In which aspect you should fly? You should fly in the service of serving through mind. So today's blessing: may you be incorporeal and use all your ornaments with your own stage to overcome all adverse situations. May you be incorporeal and use all your ornaments with your own stage to overcome all adverse situations. Those who keep all their ornaments with them can never have any arrogance of their bodies. To be incorporeal, to use all your ornaments, is to become Manmanabhav and Madhyajivav. When you are stable in your original stage, you can easily overcome all adverse situations. Then all your different, all types of nature will finish by doing this. When you see the intentions of yourself, the soul, all things to do that with a conflict of nature will finish. You can then develop in yourself the power to face all situations. Slogan: just take one step in your mind and the Father will take 1,000 steps of giving cooperation. Just take one step in your mind, the Father will take 1,000 steps of giving cooperation. Today is a big signal to remain constantly cheerful, be easy-natured and tolerant. Those who don't look at their own past or the past of others, who put a full stop in a second, are easy-natured. From their easy natures, you can see the practical sweetness and cheerfulness in their eyes, their faces and their activity. And those who have this stage of being easy-natured will also make others easy-natured. And to be easy-natured means whatever you hear and see, do has to be essenseful, and that only select the essence. These were the sweet elevated versions of Baba or teachings, then orders and directions. And today's point, today's Mama's specialty is Baba has placed the urn of nectar over Mama's head. Mama just became an instrument in relating the knowledge. Mama always says, this is the prasad, or this is the gift from Baba. So whatever gift or the prasad that is got from the Father, I am just relating. So whatever I have imbibed, I will relate that. Then there will be the sweetness in your words, the honesty that would sparkle. To the extent I have the power of truth and power of purity, then there will be that sweetness. If there is a trace of impurity, if we have any criticism of any soul, then my words will be bitter. And this was the speciality of Mama, which was about the sweetness and about how she imbibed. That is, she was the ideal of purity and sweetness and honesty. And the effort, the point for the service through your mind. Let your good wishes reach all the souls of the world and reveal the power of silence. Let every Brahmin child, already every Brahmin child has the power of silence, and what not is possible through this power. Just emerge this power through your mind, and you must have the power to focus or concentrate over the thought of the mind, so that those vibrations will be spreaded into the atmosphere automatically. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. We have Executive Director of Godhood Studio, that is Harilal brother. The Godhood Studio has been serving the saints or Mahamandaleshwars from a long time. All the services which were rendered at the Kumbh Mela, while doing the service based on the Indian culture and the heritage, bringing together. So he was honored in one of the conference in Ayodhya. So he was honored with that certificate, and I request Kavita sister to just congratulate him. And on 5th June, since that was the day, that day was observed as the World Environment Day, you had an opportunity to plant even a sapling, and this was the certificate, that is the laminated one, which has been received in Ayodhya. Let me read it out. That he is the community of saints in Ayodhya. This certificate is given to Harilal brother, who is the executive director of the Godhood Studio, Manmohni One Madhuban. Through the medium of Raj Yoga meditation, you have always involved in showing the right path of peace and happiness, and you are in that spiritual world. Through the digital media, you have awakened and inspired the millions to lead their lives. Where today's world is filled, or today's world is picking its speed in that materialistic way, so you have given them the wisdom to experience that peace. You have inspired the public through your YouTube shorts and various contents, and I think 3,500 songs. So today the society or the community of saints in Ayodhya, while considering the contribution made from you, the organization takes this pride in presenting this certificate to you. Let you have a long lifespan and health, and we wish you, please accept our multi-million fold wishes. Who is Ram Ji, who is from that temple, and Mahan Shri Pitadishwar Bhavan Temple, Ayodhya. And this was presented by that all the Shantivan Sevadaris who are here for a duration of 15 days to 1 month. You will get the godly gift at Dadiji's meeting hall, because you have to carry out the ID card while taking that gift, and the evening meditation from 6 to 8 is at conference hall. All the Samarpit as well as trial brothers and sisters will gather at Dadiji's meeting hall, where Dr. Satish Gupta will meet all of you. And you will reach the Kamal Kunj as well. And we have a requirement of the brothers and sisters who are at Om Museum. Whoever is interested, you can just go and enroll your name there. Let's view the video of the program which was held in Ayodhya. Let's listen to Harilal brother. The first and the foremost thing, that is this: the honoring ceremony which happened there. So whatever service which we have been doing for the saints and this program, this I just dedicate this to all the brothers and sisters who were coordinating closely or in an indirect way. I just would like to share why was this thought. There was the studio which was made in that Prayagraj, because no one even had dreamt and no one had even done, but that studio was made through Godlyhood Studio, because where we could do the recording of all the saints and Mahamandaleshwars. And of course, so this video was taken by those saints, and they would circulate it through their communities, and the influence which they would create in the society, then they coordinated, and then they spoke with me that the kind of effort what you have made, it has created such a wide impact, so we would like to honor you. So this program was arranged for a duration of 2 or 3 days, and where I was invited, and I dedicate this award or this I would dedicate this the recognition which was received to Baba and Dadis. Because there is this tree that is the tree's name in Hindi is Kobidar, and its description is in the scripture, that is Ramcharitmanas, and they got that about that tree's description there, and they had got they got it printed. They shared those thoughts with me, and whenever you come, we could take this forward. Because on the World Environment Day, because Ram Temple was anyways built there, how God has incarnated and He is creating His world. So this Kobidar tree is not found in any other place. So Babu brother through Kutch Bhuj, he had ordered 50 trees, because the program which covers the UP, and because prior to that Dr. Banarasi brother also visited that place for the for creating that awareness among the public for the de-addiction. So they got that message, as well as the message about the environmental protection. And this tree, so we thought through this program we could also spread the message of Baba to each and everyone, and all the mayors and the RSS, the chairman of that party also was available, and this Kobidar tree will become famous. And to create that Ram's kingdom, how can we make this tree as the basis for reaching that, for making that message reach the public? So that you would have seen in the video. So Baba always made me the instrument to start this kind of service while receiving that certificate, because few people in that region have the knowledge about the original eternal deity religion and few associated topics. So there was the press conference where I said, whoever visits the Brahma Kumaris organization, every human being will be given the aim where your actions, your behavior will be transformed in such a way where an ordinary man and an ordinary woman would become the most elevated beings. So because we are involved in creating that original eternal deity religion. So there was that impact which was seen among those saints, and this message also reached everyone, and 2-3 programs held. All the brothers who had been involved directly or indirectly in doing the programs or in shooting the videos of these saints. So I thank all of those brothers. Okay, Shanti, let's remember Baba for 2 minutes. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Janki ji. I used to deeply observe Mama's royalty, how she would grab every signal word of Baba. She never read Murli and just narrate the Murli, but whatever Baba wrote, Mama would read it deeply and narrate it to us. The way she narrated was truly wonderful. Word by word, she would narrate it with such clarity, accuracy, and newness. On seeing the depth of Mama's knowledge, I would deeply feel inspired and think that let my intellect be of Mama's. Seeing how Mama would catch the Murli and bring it into her life, I would say, Mama, grant me such an intellect. So, however, Mama just tested me. I had gone to Baba after listening to Baba's Murli. When I returned to Kunj Bhavan, Mama said, whatever Baba narrated, you narrate that. How could I speak in front of Mama? She was just sitting there and gently insisted. You have just listened to Baba's Murli, haven't you? Then I narrated it. I just gathered the courage to even narrate that according to the drama. A thought arose within me, if Mama can narrate Baba's Murli, then I too can narrate that. In this way, in many matters, I just followed Mama and imitated. I just copied many of